Oh. Oh. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video I'm joined with Sophie.
Woo! In my room.
Sister. And yeah, we're in Sophie's room. Partially because my room is an absolute tip and partially because of the video that we're filming. So yeah, so if you haven't already noticed, today we are going to be filming a girl talk video.
Because we're girls, if you didn't know.
Yeah, and it's basically where we talk to you guys. We voice our opinions on your guys' situations.
Our wise wisdom.
So you guys sent us some questions on Instagram DM so that everything is kept anonymous and personal. Nobody knows exactly who has asked the questions, but we're going to get in deep, we're going to get in juicy about different people's problems with girls, relationships. And that's
problems we've had, not just your guys' problems, our problems.
So there might be someone that's asked the question out there and you can be like,
I don't know.
That's me too. I'm like, I'm feeling you, yeah, that's me. So yeah, that's why we're doing the video. And we also filmed a boy talk video over on Sophie's channel.
So it's just the exact same.
It's basically the exact same, but about boys. So yeah, so if you're a boy, you know, you could maybe pop over there and check that video out as well, because you never know, there might be a question that you might want to know. Or has any boys actually asked you any questions?
I don't know, I don't think so, but I didn't get to read them all.
So many of you guys sent us questions, it was unreal. But yeah, before we get on into this video, if you haven't already, then make sure you do subscribe. The button is just down below. And also give the video a huge thumbs up if you do enjoy it. And without further ado, let's just get on with the video. First question is, what do period cramps feel like?
Honestly, because everyone's different.
Yeah, I was about to say, everyone is different.
Yeah.
I'm presuming this has come from a person who hasn't started their period
so
yet.
They just want to prepare themselves.
Yeah, mentally.
But honestly, they're not that bad. Mine mainly only happen really when I'm in bed and I just can't get comfortable. Yeah. And my back always seems to ache.
Yeah, my friend has that.
Yeah, because obviously it's not the same for everyone, and I don't think many of my friends get the same, but my back just always aches when I'm on my period.
See, my period cramps were quite bad, and that's why I went on the pill to stop like me having such a bad period, because it was quite painful. Yeah. But then there can be some people that I know as well that just don't get it at all. Like they just breeze through their period with like not a problem in the world. Whereas there are some people who can get really, really bad cramps. Hey Jasmine, advice on how to deal with toxic people. And then it says that also you did a boy talk, but we are, so go watch that video. How to deal with toxic people.
Get rid of them.
Yes.
I had some toxic people at school and we're no longer friends.
No.
There's been points where they have tried reaching out to be friends again, but it's just
toxic people are toxic people. If they were toxic the first time you met them, they're gonna be toxic for the rest of their lives.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, I've known people that have always sort of been, you know, like not very nice.
I know it sounds stupid, but speak to your mum. Your mum knows everything. Yeah. If your mum thinks that person is toxic, they are toxic.
Yeah, because they get the vibe.
They can just tell straight away. And I think it's because they've grown up and realised who's toxic and who's not. So then when they first meet someone, they can be like, they're toxic. Yeah. They're not toxic.
And it doesn't matter if it's only been a little bit of toxic or a big bit of toxic.
You don't want to be dragged in to any of their mess, any of their problems that can cause you problems. If they're toxic, and I mean, try and stay away.
It's alright if they want to sort things and just be civil. It's like you're like, alright, like we agreed to be
civil.
But I wouldn't say go back to like being bezies and close with these people, because they might just do it again. And so I've just cut mine out.
Please can you tell your first period story or embarrassing period stories? So I personally don't think I have any embarrassing ones.
I don't think I have any embarrassing.
Oh yeah.
I mean like an embarrassing story.
Oh right,
I mean it's not that,
it's not embarrassing, it's just like
no one knew.
Something like that happened and it was
nothing like that's it.
No.
Everywhere. But we were both like, at the end of our shift, we were like,
I think I've started my period.
And I was like, oh my god, I think I've started mine.
And it was like, what?
And we both had started our period at work.
So yeah, that was just somewhat weird. But they do say that cycles in your house tend to link. Yeah. And end up in the same cycle.
Mine at first wasn't the same as mum's.
Yeah.
But then it like joined mum's. And
so that was weird.
Yeah, but
yeah.
How we started our period.
How I started my period, I was literally at work and some girls say you can, some girls say you can't, I could just feel that something was coming out of me.
You do feel
and I was like, I think I've started my period. And I went up to the toilet and I checked and I was like, I've started my period. So then I just, because I was at work and luckily I only had like an hour, half an hour left of my shift, I just put some tissue in my pants until I could get home. When in doubt, just tissue. Loads of tissue. And I did actually text my mum as well to make sure that she had something for me when I got home. Yeah. But obviously when I first started there wasn't loads. If there was loads I would have been like, sorry, anyone here got like a tampon or anything? Because I would have not left it. But it was literally just like little bits of blood. But like I knew I was starting the period. See mine, now when I first sort of started, it was like a few days before and I just had like spotting in my pants. So if you do start your period, did you ever get spotting? I did get spotting, but it was like on the day when I like started my period. Because it was like a bit, but it was like not like full cycle period kind of thing. But it was like enough to indicate me like, shit, I've started my period. So if you're ever thinking like, have I even started? You might get like spotting sort of before. So that was a few days before and I sort of told my mum and she was like, you'll be coming onto your period soon, like that's sort of a sign. And then it was a few days later and it was a school morning and I woke up and then as soon as I got out of my bed, it felt like I'd like wet myself. Like you feel it and I felt like I'd wet myself and I was like, oh my god. Like, but some people say you can, but I could just tell there was something wrong. Like something was going on down there and it just didn't feel. So I was like, oh my god, let me go to the toilet. Like, why have I like wet myself? Because I felt like I had. And then I went to the toilet and I was like, oh, started my period. And mine was like a heavy sort of like, boom, surprise. Yeah, but I feel like a few days after, or like the day after that, it was like a lot heavier. Yeah, but I'm glad mine was a school morning. Yeah. Because if it had happened at school, I'd have been like, what do I do? You knew to tell me first, didn't you? I told you. I told mum. I think if you've got an older sister, it's a bit easier because if you don't want to tell your mum, tell your sister and she'll tell your mum. I was wondering what your opinions are on this. My best friend and me get along so well. She's like a sister to me. But sometimes I'll take my makeup off or get out the shower and she'll call me ugly and a catfish, etc. But she says it like a joke. But I've always been told there's some truth behind a joke. It does upset me. It has made me a lot more insecure than I was before. I'm always up for banter and taking the piss with my mates, but sometimes it's personal and I'm starting to feel almost ugly. Other than that, she's a lovely girl and it is a joke, but I'm not sure if I should say something. I'd maybe bring it up. If you're getting upset about it, then she might not realise that you get upset. I would certainly bring it up. I'd just say something like, you know when you say that, are you actually joking or like, are you being serious? Just because recently you've been saying it quite a bit, so I don't know like about you, but I'm starting to feel like it might be like personal. And if she's like, oh no, it's just a joke, just like, oh well, sometimes I can't tell, and I'm feeling a bit like you think I'm ugly. Yeah, and just say as well like, if you notice a change in voice in how she says it, so like if she changes her tone of voice to be like more like sarcastic, bantery, then it's probably that she is being more sarcastic, bantery kind of thing, rather than if she just says it like with her normal voice, like you're ugly. Like then it seems a bit more like if she doesn't like laugh or something about it, then it's a bit like, obviously if she's not seeing that you're getting hurt by it, she won't realise. She's not going to realise and she's going to continue to do it. That's why I need to let her know. So this question I put in the video purely because there was no gender that was like spoke about, so like it could be about a girl. How do I go from more than just a friend with a best friend? So it doesn't say a gender, it doesn't say that your best friend was a boy or your best friend was a girl. So that's a tricky one. It is a tricky one because we've not been in a situation. I've been in a situation where I was really, really close friends with someone and then he wanted to go further but I didn't because I didn't want to ruin the friendship, and then eventually when I gave into it, we're no longer friends. Oh. So this is the thing about going into something with someone who is a best friend or a really close friend, because if something goes wrong, you can lose that friendship like that. But then if it's right, you've got a friendship, you've got something relationship that's blossomed. Like you see so many people that have like got into relationships with the best friends and they're like the happiest people ever. But then they just so happen, like with me, I got into a relationship with someone who I was really, really close with, and then it just went wrong.
Why is it running out of battery already?
I don't know, but I've got another battery on charge. So, yeah.
So you've really got to think hard. Do you want to? And then if you are going about telling them.
And it's as well, once you go into that barrier of being in a relationship with someone, you sometimes can get told more than what you would as a best friend. Like, you break that barrier of personal space kind of thing. So you never know, you could see like a more dark side of them, something that you don't really particularly like, or they might say something to you one day and you're like, apologies if the camera angle has just moved, our camera battery died, so I just switched it over. But yeah, relationship with your best friend.
But the question was, how do they go about it?
Yeah.
Which is what we need to answer.
So I definitely think talk about it.
I say be straight up about it. Because it's your best friend at the end of the day.
Yeah,
so
they're not going to be like...
It shouldn't be that awkward.
Yeah.
Because it's your best friend anyway.
Think of it as how speaking to just like any other girl, any other boy, who you want to start seeing. So maybe just be like, so I was thinking about us, or
even if they didn't, even if you were just like, obviously it's fine if you don't feel the same way, I just needed to tell you, get it out there. Then
just
it's
say,
like,
just say, I've been thinking about us and I just thought I'd let you know, you might not feel the same, but recently I felt we've got a lot closer and there could be something there for us. And then they might be like, yeah, I've been feeling it too. Or they might be a bit like, oh no, I'd rather us just stay friends. And if like, they stay friends, cool. if they just want to stay friends, respect that, because you don't want to change what you already have. My key is just don't try your hardest not to fall out with them, because losing a close friend hurts.
Yeah.
Seeing as though you're both quite popular on YouTube and you're both recognised in public by some people, do you ever feel that you have to be better than each other in like how many subscribers you have or people coming up to you on the streets? So are you both competitive or not?
I don't think we are at all.
At all. I will just walk the streets with no makeup on, without a care in the world, and if someone comes up to me and greets me, asks me for a picture, I don't mind. I don't think I'm any better than them just because I have a number to my name.
Yeah.
At all.
And it's like, I've always said, like, Jasmine started YouTube a year before me anyway, so like, even though I am smaller than her, like, she's been doing it a full year, like, she's put a year more than me into it, so like,
we're not competitive at all. Like, I honestly,
we'll joke about it, but like we don't seriously, like, I'm not like,
it's like a little sarcastic joke, but like we would never ever be serious, like being like, well, I've got so and so.
But it's like we have the same sort of viewers anyway, because we're sisters.
And we get along so easily, and like my friends are her friends, some of her friends are my friends, and we're like, we just get along so easy. But that carries on to the next one as well, because they also put in that question, do you both have the same friendship group? So we don't have the exact same friendship group.
No, because we have like our friends that are in our age group.
But Sophie gets along with my friends really, really well.
Yeah,
and my friends,
I'm basically the best friends.
Yeah.
Best friends.
Sophie, like my group are really like accepting of Sophie being in the group. They'll invite her to things. If I ask if Sophie can come, they're like, yeah, we love Sophie.
Shout out to you guys.
So yeah, so like Sophie's really accepted and like she doesn't feel awkward. But I would feel a lot more awkward
weird,
if I was just to go into their group.
Yeah, like my friends don't hate Jazz, like my friends like Jazz.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like we've always said it'd be weird like seeing Jazz with my friends. But I think it's because my friends are younger whereas with you guys being older, it's like, oh, I've like my sister and her older friends, whereas like you wouldn't go off with like my younger friends if you get.
See, that's like one thing that I've obviously missed out on, is having like a big sister or big brother, someone who I can like look up to kind of thing, like as kind of like a role model kind of thing. I mean, you might not look at me like that.
No, but like Jazz does everything first, and then I sort of do it after.
That's what I mean, like someone who I can ask about experiences and things like that. I've never had that, so like I'm the first.
You're the first.
I'm the one for the Lola and Sophie.
You're one for the team
to ask. But like there are like a few of Sophie's friends who are like, I'll just sit and talk to.
She'll still come in and chat to.
And like I can just sit in here like they're one of my friends, and I can get along with them really, really easily. But I just don't think I could ever
I'm definitely closer to your friendship group than you are to mine.
I don't think I could ever place myself in to their group. It would just be weird.
Is my lip still swollen?
I can't tell.
It hurt when I put lip liner on it.
Hi, do you have any advice on coming out to my parents? I've been a lesbian for 3 years now and they still don't know because I'm scared.
Oh.
I definitely think if you still haven't told your parents, have you told your friends?
Yeah,
just because, I mean, if you've told your friends, then this is irrelevant. But if you haven't told your friends, my suggestion would be to talk to your friends about it first, because you might have a closer relationship with your friends and feel more comfortable coming out to your friends. And then that might spark that little, like, urging you to want to be able to tell your parents.
Yeah, you've had the confidence to tell a friend.
And see what their reaction is, being obviously your close friends. Because no matter what, your parents probably are going to support you. There are very, very few cases where your parents don't support what you do. So I think if you're definitely feeling a lot closer to your friends, maybe talk to your friends about it, come out to your friends first.
They can help, they can be there with you.
Yeah, they can be there with you. They can maybe even tell your parents. And I mean as well, chances are a lot of the time, your parents already know.
Yeah, they sort of have suspicion.
You know, and they're just waiting for you to come out. Like, they can already kind of sense it.
Yeah.
I mean, they might not. I might be completely wrong. But there are a lot of cases where they're like, oh yeah, I already knew. Like, it's completely fine.
It's fine. Like
we
they just wanted you to tell.
Or whatever.
Also, for any of these tips, because this one's obviously a good one, but we haven't really experienced it. If anyone's got any other advice, like, for stuff like this, comment down below to help these people out. Because we're not the best for advice, like, because we haven't been through, you know, like,
that's what I mean. It's obviously, it's a lot. It's difficult for us to give advice on something we haven't done.
I think it's
but we can only give
as well. Like, I feel like it's awful for people that have to come out because they shouldn't.
Because to us as well, it's just like, seems like it's nothing, but to them it's such a big thing. Hey girls, how do you deal with bitchiness in college? I try to stay away from all the drama, but I somehow still get dragged into it. So first, I would say, where is this drama coming from? If it's coming from your friend group, what are they doing wrong? Who is the main
culprit?
Yeah, who's the problem solver? Top dog. What do you mean?
You said problem solver, but I was meaning the person that's causing
not problem solver. Problem stirrer. That's what I meant. Who's stirring the pot in this friendship group? Because that's what you need to, you know, get down to. Because then you can be like, look, you know, I don't want to be involved in this. I'm friends with Jenny. I know you might not be friends with Jenny, Sarah, but look, Sarah, I'm friends with Jenny, so anything to do with Jenny, leave me out. Or maybe if it's a different group and they're the ones starting a problem and then they bring it into your group with, say, beef with somebody else, and then they was like, mention you, say to them, look, I don't want to be involved in it. You need to make sure that everyone in your group knows you want to stay out of it, so that if anything, an opportunity arises where they can be like, oh, well, Michelle actually said this, you know, maybe just try and stay true to, like, who you are. Don't be bitchy. I know that's really hard, because everyone has the little bitchy moments, don't they? But that's the only thing I can really say.
If it wasn't in a friendship group, tell someone that's, like, higher up, like if it's at college, because if you're constantly trying to get out of this drama and it's not working, then you could, like...
Some of my friends are older than me and I'm worried they're gonna forget about me in future years. Any tips? Love you both. I would say talk to them about it, and also when you think, because I'm presuming you mean like maybe if they're going off to uni before you, they're going to forget about you. Keep conversation.
Keep contact.
Keep contact. Keep up to date, because when you don't speak to someone for a while, there's a lot more to catch up on. So then that's when you feel like you're more isolated from them and like you don't know them as well. Whereas if you're talking to them every day, then it's still just like they're there and like you haven't missed anything.
FaceTime.
So like FaceTime them, call them, text them, Snapchat them.
Arrange to
and arrange to meet up every now and again, and then, you know, anything that you have missed out on, you can be like, oh, so what have I missed out on, like these last few days, you know, while she's been busy, and just try and keep that contact there, because I think when you lose that consistency, that's when you start to feel a bit more isolated and a bit like, oh, I'm actually losing this friend who I really enjoy being friends with.
It's all down to you and obviously
the other person, and if they're not giving it back, then are they really worth your time?
Yeah.
But at the same time, don't think of it, oh, Jenny hasn't texted me in 3 days. Jenny doesn't want to be friends with me. Oh my god,
if they are at uni,
can't believe I've wasted all this time on Jenny. They might have something really big going on.
Yeah.
And then just give them a bit of space. Maybe leave it another few more days and just be like, text them saying, hey, what's up? I haven't heard from you in a few days. Is everything okay? And then they might be like, oh, I've actually got this really big problem. Or, oh, sorry, been MIA, just cheerleading stuff. And, you know, keeping you up to date a few days later, because then at least you know that there's not something wrong. And I mean, if they ignore your text after that, then maybe wait again and then try another. And if after that, then I'd just say not worth it. Next question is how to grow your self-confidence. I would say personally, do things that you enjoy. Do things that make you feel good about yourself, make you have a positive attitude to life, towards different people. Wear things that you feel comfortable in. Don't dress to be like others and then think, I feel really fat in this, or I really don't like the way I look in this. This isn't me. Be you. Be you, because you know what you like. You know what makes you happy. You being you, you're gonna be confident.
If food makes you happy, eat food.
And if people don't like who you are for who you are, they aren't worth it. And if it's them, because it's them people that will be putting you down and making you less confident and insecure. So just, if they're not interested, then you aren't interested either, because you're all about self-love.
Self-love.
Self-love. So that is it for the questions in this video, and I really hope you did enjoy it. If you did, as always, remember to give it a huge thumbs up down below and let me know if you want to see another one of these videos. Also, don't forget to check out the video we did on Sophie's channel where we talked about boys and situations with boys. I will link it in the description box down below, as well as her channel. And yeah, if you're new here, make sure you do subscribe, and I will see you very, very soon with another video. Bye!
Go girls. Girl power.